This is spEarz2DaStreetz. Get down to the beat, or get beat down in the street. Sing it with me now. spEarz. Coming at you like an army. Ready for war like in the 90s. Back when Raw was going at it with Nitro. Around the time Naughty by Nature dropped Filmy Flow. Out here for the culture, but I'll take the dough if that's what it takes to make a king of the ring. William Regal. By the way, does it? Real hot tastes, no censorship. For anything you're in the right place. Listen as I take time to dissect the best of what created. Put it out today from the waist. Coming at you live from a location unknown. Recording reviews off the cellular phone. With the show known for going off the hinges, but never hearing the dial tone. Far away from an F5 zone. On BDP, we ain't fearing no beast. This is spEarz2DaStreetz, your host of the show. spEarz2DaStreetz, host of the show. Your host of the show. This is spEarz2DaStreetz. This is fearing no beast. This is spEarz2DaStreetz. This is your host of the show. spEarz2DaStreetz.
Jordan against Zarya was a fast-paced match completely controlled by the former North American champ for the early May edition of NXT. Every signature Kalani had, whether it was a leg drop or a DDT, had a high-flying twist. Though she took two huge spears, one that cut off a 450 splash in the middle of the ring, and the other through a barricade, Kalani's fighting spirit shined through. Not even months ago, moments after Kalani's split-leg moonsaults were cut off, Zarya would have ran Kalani into the steel steps. That vicious elbow she delivered after that bump was the type of wrestling that only comes with solid seasoning. Sure, Kalani did take the fall in this match, but it is safe to say she has graduated from jobber to enhancement talent. Is that enhancement being wasted on a woman as wooden as Zarya? Yes, but at least Zarya is running her program with Soruka, who had a nice spot ringside where Zarya pushed Kalani into her arms for presumably further damage to her opponent. Of course, the current North American champ, being the face she is, only placed Jordan back on her feet. But such a spot only gets the NXT faithful closer to the Ruka Jordan program should have already popped off at this year's Stand and Deliver. Parker and Petrovic had a skirmish that saw Parker delivering her signature high knee leg drop in the corner and finishing the match with a sliding hip knock. It's surprising to see such a simple signature become a finisher, but this is similar to Queen Amanada's headbutt over on AEW. To make the simple become irresistible. If that isn't the purest form of black magic, then I don't know what is. Thea Hall tried to run up at the end of the match and she got hit with the same knock off the apron, powerful as a lariat. It's unique to see Parker embrace her thick body structure with power moves that combine speed. Other women in her weight class just aren't doing that. But then again, women like her aren't getting cheers from the crowd for one-sided post-match beatdowns, unless they're Becky Lynch. So such a response from the crowd is very telling as to why it is incredulous that Parker is currently out of the NXT title picture. For Kieran Grace, if I was in attendance, I would have went home early. What also blows the mind is how Jakara Jackson and Kaden Carter were both sacked this week from the WWE roster. TNA has been used as the new level up. Evolve is there. Even the announce team chastised Petrovic as being unsure of herself during her losing effort against Parker. And Petrovic spent just as much, if not more, screen time on TNA as Jackson. Yet Jackson had a bigger and far more memorable screen presence than Petrovic, who over a year in, without the sword gimmick, is generic and forgettable. Carter and Jackson being sacked further thins out WWE's tag division for no good reason. The Raw that followed this edition of NXT was bereft of women's matches, despite the thrown-together tag main event. Why not have actual tag teams contest in a main event instead? So now Lash Legend is on an island on NXT, and the TNA deal is possibly at its end. Goofy. I swear, I saw Carter on Sabotage Wrestling one time, so she could rebound back in the indies. And as for Jackson, he's an American Ninja Warrior, who when I had an exchange with her for a potential interview, claimed she had a Vogue shoot scheduled. She's a shoo-in for a career in fitness modeling if she does not wish to continue improving in the ring. But even though these women will land on their feet, their loss in the locker room is still felt, especially with the potential growth in matchups that now will not come to pass. Sure, Legend and Parker may square off down the line, but now it's written in stone that the metas will never hold gold. All that being under Noam Dar for nothing. I think Alicia Fox got more than that.
This is spEarz2DaStreetz. Get down to the beat, or get beat down in the street. Sing it with me now. spEarz. Coming at you like an all me. Ready for war like in the 90s. Back when Raw was going at it with Nitro. Around the time Naughty by Nature dropped Filming Flow. Out here for the culture, but I'll take the dough if that's what it takes to make a king of the ring. William Regal. By the way, does it? Real hot tastes, no censorship. For anything in the right place. Listen as I take the time to dissect the best of what created. Put it out today from the waist. Coming at you live from a location unknown. Recording reviews off the cellular phone. With the show known for going off the hinges, but never hearing the dial tone. Far away from an F5 zone. On BDP, we ain't fearing no beast. This is spEarz2DaStreetz, your host of the show. spEarz2DaStreetz, host of the show. Your host of the show. This is spEarz2DaStreetz. This is fearing no beast. This is spEarz2DaStreetz. This is your host of the show. spEarz2DaStreetz.